Hi guys, so today we're going to be building a camera crane, or like an arm, so that my camera could look down on my lathe like this while I'm turning, so that you guys will all have a better view. But first, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Jacobson. I'll put his link down in the description below. He's just an awesome turner. He's got all sorts of great projects for new turners and really advanced turners and just all sorts of stuff, and he's just a great turner. So he actually had the idea for this whole camera crane, and I watched his video on how to do it, and it was pretty cool. So my design is based kind of off his, and I hope you guys like this. So thumbs up, subscribe, comment with any thoughts or ideas, and check back every Friday for a new woodworking video. Okay, I'm going to start this project off by ripping this 2x4 down into 4 3/4 inch strips. Here we go. Okay, I actually only ended up needing 3 of those strips, so don't do 4, do 3. And I'm going to cut one of these down to my mark, which is at 31 inches in length. And I'll cut the other 2 down to 18 inches in length. Okay, now I'm just going to cut a small square out of a scrap of that 3/4 inch thick 2x4. Okay, another thing I want to do with another short scrap of that 3/4 inch thick 2x4 is I'm going to cut 2 4-inch strips out of it. Okay, and now I'm going to cut 2 small squares out of this sheet of plywood. Okay, quick little update. The 3/4 inch thick plywood, or not plywood, the 3/4 inch thick 2x4, there we go, is I ripped it thinner to half of that size. So that means now it'll be able to fit better inside my caster, because it just wasn't wanting to fit in there, because this caster is not big enough for all of these to cram in there. But now everything works out fine. And that little square that I cut out of that same wood, I'm not going to use that anymore, so just scratch that. Now I'm just going to stack up a bunch of washers for that. Okay, on one of those squares of plywood that I cut, I'm just going to use these pan head nails, or screws, and I'm just going to drill them in there. And it's plywood, so you won't need to drill a hole with these. I'm going to try to center that up as best as I can. There we go. There's one. Go ahead and put in the other one. Okay, that was the first little square of that plywood. Here's the second square, and what I did with this one is I just took apart my old tripod head off of the old tripod I had, and the camera just screws onto there, and this little bolt untwists here so that you could spin it around. And I just reassembled it onto this board. See, it was too thick for this little bolt to screw onto the other side, so I just took a Forstner bit and went down a little bit more. And I just reassembled the whole thing on there, so that'll work perfect. Okay, I'm going to start to assemble this. I have my 2 18-inch long boards, and I've already drilled a small hole at the bottom of this that will allow me to hold this little bolt that held the wheel for this caster. And I have the little lock nut for the other end of it. So here's how this is going to get assembled. Gonna take this and poke it through one end. I'll put it through the board. I'm just going to stack some washers in here. Got one washer, two washer, three washer, and I should say that this is a 2-inch caster, in case anybody was curious. That's 4 washers, 5 washers, 6, 7. Let's see if that'll be enough. I'm gonna slide the board through. And the washer just fell out, but so that'll make it 6 washers in there, and that seems to be the right amount. So now I'll just lock this all up. Okay, I'm gonna start assembling the other half of this now. So this is my longer 31-inch strip, and I drilled a hole in there that this bigger 3-inch long bolt can fit right through. So here's how I'm going to do this half now. I'm going to take a washer, and put it just like this. Actually, excuse me, I won't need a washer for this. And I'll put this half through. I'll take this, put it through there, and that whole thing I'll just assemble up like this, and I have this little wing nut that'll fit this, and that'll be what'll tighten up this. I probably should have got a shorter bolt. I didn't really have much of a plan for this at the time. But that's the middle joint now. Okay, now I'm just going to assemble the very end of this, and here's a little quick look at this board. I glued these 2 strips on. I drilled holes through them, so these are going to act like this joint here, except it's going to end more quickly. And this will be what the camera will stop on. So I'm going to take my little bolt. I'm going to put this over this. Gonna line up the holes. There we go. And it's starting to come through now. So, the other half fell off my workbench, but I'm going to thread this through here. Okay, I'm going to take my little wing nut. I'm going to put that right on over. Okay, and that'll complete the project. All I'll have to do now is screw it to my ceiling. Okay, well there's the finished product. As you can see, it goes all the way up to the rafters there. And it just screws in. And I used drywall screws that were 2 inches. So I wanted it to be really secure up here. Then it joins here, and you could move it. I have to loosen this up here. You would loosen it up, and you just be able to swing this however you wanted it. And then it goes down, 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 down to this, and this hangs right above my lathe. And remember, I could just raise this up if I wanted it to be. And this will turn because of that caster. This will spin around and around, and my tripod head is right in there, and everything fits nice and snug. And this one will loosen and tighten up too. And I'm going to show you some of the new views that I could get by using this. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for new wood turning videos every Friday.